welcome back to BookGames Spectator. I'm your host, Michael T. Today we're going to be burning the BookGames token count supply sheet into our memory. I thought I'd just take the time to just sit here and just look at the token count supply sheet, maybe for an entire entry, specifically to use it as a way to create some learning material within this course. This is entry number 22 in our, entry number 23 in our course series. And as we're looking, we've already went through so many different book games, but we're trying to isolate, well, where have we not checked? What looks like it's slipping through the cracks? What does it look like in this token count supply sheet? So as we're scrolling, we can see, at the bottom, we have the specials. Koala 2025, Paper Hands Pony, Time Machine Tiny Ogre, and the Time Machine Tiny Ogre, there are only 15 total, but there are 3 in each spectacular. For this other specials, we have 106 in each spectacular, except Hollow. For Hollow, for the specials outside of Time Machine Tiny Ogre, we have 54. And therein lies one of the first inclinations in terms of book game spectating. To take a look at, this was from 22. We were trying to figure out whether it was right to pay a premium of $25 just to get a hollow. And it turns out, yes, it's worth it. But that's neither here nor there. Now we're clearing the filters and we're going back to attribute. And we're checking special. And we're checking the all-time. And we're juxtaposing that against the book game token count supply sheet. Now, what is the point of this? Well, since we're book game spectating, oh wow, Time Machine Tiny Ogre. Could you go back in time? Could you go back in time? Time Machine Tiny Ogre. Could you go back? Oh, I have a jingle for book games. Are you ready? It's the BookGames Spectator. How are you doing? It's the BookGames Spectator. What are you seeing? It's the BookGames Spectator. How are you living today? So that's my first inning to go through. So as we're scrolling, we're looking at BookGames token prices for the specials. It's moving really fast, so you're only going to get to see a quick snapshot before it escapes. But we're doing this to train our mind's eye. We want to acknowledge how this relates to the token count supply sheet. for book games. And we want to try to get a sense of where it's at in the order book. What's being sold? What's been sold? Specific prices? And how it changes based on things such as the spectacular. Scrolling, just keeping a look at some of the tokens and the prices, pausing whenever we see something interesting. Whole shelf of diamonds. This right here is quintessential book game spectating. It's taking your time to do the homework. To go through and understand these technical differences. So that you can make a clear judgment and assessment when it comes to taking account of how you're going to proceed in terms of book games. Do you play book games? Do you watch book games? For me, I'm operating as a spectator. I'm watching, and I'm paper trading based on my Ethereum account that was purchased around August the 22nd. So for this episode, we're focusing primarily on the special tokens. What do they look like and how are they priced? This is like being in the dojo throwing a haymaker. Well, not really a haymaker, but like just you doing your reps, catching your stride, working on your form. The form in this case is BookGames Spectating, just looking through the order book for various tokens. This is going to be one of your hardest though, especially if you want to get into specials. Most people don't have the capital to deal with specials, so it makes sense that it's segregated. But if you actually wanted to get into the market, it's difficult because they don't distinguish the different specials. It's all specials. It includes Time Machine Tiny Ogre, Paper Hands Pony, and Koala 2025. You cannot individually differentiate. I repeat, you cannot individually differentiate, and that is a problem. But it's also a solution. That edge That skill gap is what will bring you reward if you decide to jump in and play. Now me, with my playing with my paper trading account, I only have $1,000 to work with at 0.232959 Ethereum. So that's where I'm at. Okay, we already got up to five months ago, so we're well past the shelf. So the shelf seems to be about right here. No, this isn't the shelf. Where's the shelf for this? Right, yeah, right here. The shelf refers to after VFriends Series 2 came out and people didn't need to hold book games anymore. This is a nice one. And we can't do an in-depth analysis right now because we don't have enough time. But in the future, I would love to get into the different frames and spectaculars for some of these. So interesting to see. Let's check out the marketplace. The floor is 0.72 Ethereum. That's just above $3,000. Scrolling. These two are nice. We're at 19K. Scrolling back. Wood floor. So it goes to reckon that everything above this is misplaced value. This is interesting. Koala for 1.35. I'm yawning a lot. There seems to be, yeah, this is what I would anchor this section on in. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, if you've enjoyed this entry, add a comment and add this video to a playlist. Enjoy. Until next time. Signing off.